Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday, March the 2nd, about 8:30 here in the evening. I notice I'm back on my phone again. My parents have the actual camera as they have some grand schemes of things they want to film and get put up here, so they have the camera at the moment. We didn't post all yesterday because my wife and I took off to the city, a mere 2.5-hour drive from here, and we went out for a date at a restaurant because we can actually do that now. So we took the opportunity to take a little bit of time off. I didn't answer any messages or anything yesterday. We kind of just let everything slide and just relax a little bit. So that was really, really nice. Driving around in said city, which is Medicine Hat, we saw a few flags flying off people, some very enthusiastic supporters, but not a whole lot of them. The businesses that we went into, though, were very, very supportive and very happy for what had been accomplished here in our province in the past month. They were more than happy to take all the signs off of their doors and to not have to enforce any stupidity and nonsense or check anything. They were very, very happy to have that happen. It's a pretty interesting contrast. You know, when I left to head to Ottawa, there was all kinds of stupid rules in place. You had to have face diaper on all the time. You had to show your personal medical information in order to do some things, which is just silly, plus a whole pile of other nonsense. And there was no plan to have all those lifted, at least not at any kind of reasonable pace. And now I come back a month later and magically all this stuff is gone and we aren't dropping like flies. And the hospitals aren't any more overwhelmed than they have been for the past, 15 years. So it's kind of interesting. If you know what it is that caused all these things to be dropped in such a hurried manner, please let me know, because we're told constantly that it wasn't because of the truckers. So if you know what this actual thing is that caused the mandates to get dropped, please let me know. The rumor machine has spat out a couple more pieces. I'm sure a lot of people have heard that live stream from the Member of Parliament for the Westlock area. I'm sorry, I don't remember the gentleman's name. Seems to be a straight shooter, which is uncommon in our Parliament these days. And he mentioned that FCC, which is Farm Credit Canada, for those of you who don't know, they provide credit resources for a large portion of the farms here in Western Canada, that they had some potentially had some problems where they were actually going after and freezing the accounts and the loan opportunities for the farmers who were involved in the protests. So I haven't personally heard of anybody who's had that problem, but I did make a phone call and got another contact of a guy who is looking into this already. And so hopefully I'll actually have some more solid information on that soon. But if you personally have had any trouble with FCC because of your involvement in the freedom movement, please let me know so we can publish that. A confirmed rumor is that an Edmonton resident got in touch with me, and they attended one of the freedom rallies in Edmonton. They're an Edmonton resident, and they parked downtown, which they usually do, and they paid for parking with their credit card. And all was well until I believe it was February 16th. They said their card was frozen for suspicious activity, parking downtown in Edmonton like they usually do. So I guess they fought with their credit card company for a bit, proving that it wasn't suspicious because they parked down there all the time, and they had their card released here last week. But still, they had their card frozen for parking in downtown Edmonton, and they live in Edmonton. So stupidity seems to know no bounds with our government, and there's just another example of that. Moving on to farm stuff, because this is a farming channel, and I would eventually like to one day go back to just farming. Today I got to do some farm stuff for the first time, really. I got to clear some snow in my favorite tractor, which is a Boxcar Magnum, for those of you who care. I got to chuck my kiddo up on the console beside me, and we moved a bunch of snow because we have fertilizer coming, hopefully this week. So I may try and get a video of some of our fertilizer showing up so you guys can see what's going on with that. It is still pretty cold for that to be happening, but it is a liquid technically, so it will be pumped. So hopefully we'll get a video of that happening, and you guys can see our blend station and whatnot. People have told me, because they said we're moving over to YouTube as our primary platform, they said censorship, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm aware of all that nonsense. The thing is we're already on YouTube because we got that set up while I was in Ottawa, and so it's very easy for me to transition over there if we're going to be primarily a video channel now, because I used to just type essays. Yes, I typed essays on the things we were doing on our farm, and so Facebook was a good platform for that because I put up a few pictures and put up my essay, and I could talk to people who had messages, and I was able to engage and interact with them that way. But if I'm going to be going into more of videos and a little bit less personal interaction with people who are watching them, YouTube's a bit of a better platform. Yes, we are looking into Rumble, but I am but one person, and I have only so much time, and my support staff also has her own child, and she's working on her own things, so we don't have too much time to be working with that kind of stuff. I'm hoping to get back to the industrial agriculture stuff I was doing before, which is trying to help people find better ways to be more sustainable in our farming, to require less inputs and less outside help, and to be a little bit more to encourage healthy soil and those kind of things. And the stuff I was doing before was trying to do one-on-one stuff, trying to help people to figure out what would work best in their situation. So hopefully we can continue to do that. But for the moment, we'll just be doing videos and stuff, and we'll be interacting that way. So that is what things are probably gonna look like a little bit going forwards. A little bit of an overview on what things are looking like in the freedom movement side. I will have more information on that soon because there are still people in Ottawa and there are people here in Alberta with some cool ideas. So we'll have more on that soon. We'll talk to you again probably tomorrow, but if you don't hear from me tomorrow night, I'm not arrested or in jail. So it may be a day or two, but you guys will hear from me again. Thank you.